So, I don't know, man. I'm thinking because everybody winning, everybody just happy right now. So many things have come and played out. And both these dudes had their perspectives as far as how you need to attack this media game and hip-hop, and both of them were right. Both of them were right because they was 100% headstrong about their direction. They was confident with their vision and they saw it out, and they both loving this shit, all right? And they both are showing love to each other because that's really what this whole thing came down from. We all know Charlamagne and God and Joe Budden have had their back and forth the past few years. Starting in 2020, that's when things got really, really crazy. Joe Budden was in contract negotiation with Spotify. Charlamagne was in contract negotiations with iHeart, so it was a lot going on back and forth. Joe Budden was ranting, Charlamagne was gloating. Charlamagne had his deal the way he wanted to have it. Joe Budden wasn't feeling respected. He had his vision. Spotify ain't see his vision. And he told them boys, doses, all right? But while on the radio, Charlamagne was saying a whole lot as far as critiquing Joe Budden's negotiation skills. Joe ain't like that shit. And you also had some other things that was going on. That clip going viral with Joe talking about, you know, playing with his dog's penis and shit, you know, doing some wild shit to the dog, joking about it, but that was going viral. People called him nasty. Joe felt like it was a smear campaign started by Charlamagne, right? And like I said, both these guys were right about their direction. They both are happy where they're at business-wise. And on the JBP, Joe Budden decided to celebrate Charlamagne the God's deal.
Big news.
Amazing.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Worth every cent. Worth every cent. Worth every penny of it. This is great news for many reasons.
Everybody.
Yeah, for everybody. Yeah.
For many reasons. Many reasons. Like, where do you begin?
It's great for Charlamagne. That's one place to start. It's great for everybody under the Black Effect
It's great
network.
for the field.
It's great for the field of podcasting in general.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Another self-made, I don't know how self-made he is, but another black executive to add to the list that is moving behind the scenes and not necessarily in the talent realm that we could just chalk up. And he's still young.
Yeah.
And we watched it. Like, we've been out for a long
That
time.
part
You know
too.
what I mean? Just to come behind such a big personality, such a legend, and to still find your own way. And I feel like I like about Charlamagne is that it was a time like I really couldn't stand him. Like the way he did things, the way he spoke to people. And I feel like he grew and he shared how he grew with people. And I think that was important for a black man to see a black man go to therapy and actually kind of change. You know what I mean? Like he comes off happier.
work.
He doesn't seem, you know what I mean? You know, like Charlamagne is not the same. Charlamagne make Lil Mama cry. It's not the same guy, and I enjoy that. I think that it's more important to see somebody's honestly getting through life versus these little perfect things people put out. Because in reality, you do have to change. In reality, you do asshole shit. It's just in reality, you're not on the camera and people can't rewatch it. So I'm here for Charlamagne growth. I told him that when I first met him. Like I respect how he did shit though. Congratulations, Charlamagne.
And we always hear these stories like, you know, these companies giving them these type of deals. It's never one of us to land one of them deals. So that's was the impressive part to me. Like I love seeing that. That's inspirational to everybody else coming up. Like, yo,
Facts.
all right, we can get that.
Yes.
Like you always see them getting them. But
That should be the start, right? How do you see it? And this is for the creator community. How do you see it and not be inspired?
Right.
yep.
Shit like that.
How do you
yeah.
see it and it not be a sign that
Keep going.
there are multiple ways for this to work? You don't have to subscribe to another man's blueprint. You can do things a plethora of ways and end up with this life-changing, lineage-changing money. Like I said, as a black man, like Mona said, you got to see it.
Yeah.
You got to see it in front of your face from the start. 3, if you're a content creator, awesome for Charlamagne. Awesome for Charlamagne, The Breakfast Club, and all of the pods that made it over there to Netflix, right?
Okay, so that was some sound bites from that situation right there. Then Charlamagne sat down with Angie Martinez. I seen Angie Martinez with his family the other night at Prime 112 on Christmas Eve. You feel me? Shout out to Angie. I ain't bothered. I'm minding my damn business. You know, people like being bothered, but Angie Martinez, she's a legend. But check out some audio from when Charlamagne kept it real and was accountable for the role that he played in the fallout between him and Joe Budden.
To me,
What's the Joe Budden death concept?
I had Joe on the pod. He thinks that we all have. This was when I was in my "we're all gonna die" bag in the beginning of the pod. But he has a theory that there are signs that we all get signs in our life that will let us know how we're going to leave, like how we're going to pass. Like,
Interesting.
if you pay attention to the details of your life, that it almost will tell you how it's going to end.
Interesting.
I know, you have to
I wonder what
hear from him. Are you friendly with him, or are you guys, you're like good and bad? You're like frenemies?
I haven't talked to him in a while. I haven't talked to Joe in a while. I don't have any problems with Joe.
Okay.
I feel
like you should be friendly, the two of you.
Nah, I got a lot of love for Joe. Me and Joe, you know what it is? Me and Joe, when we are mad at each other, we go bad on each other.
I know, but you're both evolved now. Like you should be in better space. Like I don't know. I know you both. So
I know.
I'm biased.
I know. I'll run into him somewhere, and we'll pick up like we always have. I'm sure, but that's all it is. When me and Joe go bad, we go bad on each other. And like when I hear why he's upset with me, I'm like, oh, I can understand why he felt that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like this last one, I'm like, all right, I get it. I didn't mean it in the way that he
received it,
but I can understand why he felt that way. That's I think when he was going through his last situation with Spotify, and I was on the radio, and I said I think Joe Budden understands. Joe Budden knows his worth. He just doesn't know how to negotiate it or something like that. I think I said, and I was just like, if every time you're at a corporation and things don't go the way you want them to, kind of got to blame you and your team. And then it was a whole discussion around podcasts, and I was like, you can't compare yourself to the Joe Rogans and the Bill Simmons and all of those guys, because Joe Rogan is an anomaly, number one. Like, don't nobody do numbers like Rogan, period. Black, white, it don't matter. And, the guys like Bill Simmons, they have networks. So they get compensated a little bit different for that. And so that was actually a conversation I probably shouldn't have been having publicly on air. But, we on radio, we on these podcasts, and it's like, we all do it. He does it as
too.
well. You know what I'm saying?
But
in that moment, what he was saying was, when somebody like Charlamagne says that these people are listening, like meaning not regular listeners, the people at Spotify and the people at these corporations, but it wasn't like I wasn't saying he wasn't worth it. I was just speaking how I felt about the situation in that moment.
And you're both speaking to your audience.
To our audience.
You are not speaking to each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But no, the crazy part is we do speak to each other. So it's like, I'll go from that on the radio to then watching him tweet, and then we might be on the phone that afternoon having the same discussion argument, but I don't think he expressed to me back then that he didn't like me saying that on the air. It was just a debate about the content of the situation. And then it was, even when he went bad on his podcast, we were on the phone that Sunday. And then another time he got mad because I didn't answer his call. It's stupid shit. So it's really nothing. But when we go bad on each other, we go bad.
What the hell
on each other.
What is that? It's because you
probably you're both madmen. I don't fucking know. Like, you know what I mean?
I was thinking something in that in that category. I just wondered if you guys were aware of that. I enjoy you both very much. I would like to see you guys make nice.
I'm sure it will.
I'm sure it will. All right. Well.
Okay. All right. Now, Joe Budden then heard that and responded and had a very mature response as well.
I want to see black people continuing to be successful. Like, I want to see my friends and people I know. That Charlamagne shit. Charlamagne did Angie shit. He said some dope shit. That was dope. But it got me to thinking about just even the history between him and I and where we both are. Like, nigga, somebody somewhere got a picture of me and him in a South Carolina radio station in 2001 and 2002, looking dusty and bummy, just two talented niggas passionate about something. I'd like it. He probably got it, but me and him don't speak. Mark, get that picture for me.
Yo, you know what? Your point.
Mark, get that picture for me.
I think this is the biggest point.
I appreciate it. I'm sorry. I did appreciate what he had to say.
Nah, he said some fly shit.
On Angie shit. And Angie's such a G, like... You can't sit in front of Angie.
No, she led him to the water. She led him right to the water.
She did it the right way.
It's her.
But you can't sit in front of her and do some bullshit. Like, you love and respect Angie. Angie, here's the truth.
Right. All right, now I told you, it's been like leading towards this point. I know it's not going to come, at least not this year, but they've come to a very mutual point of respect, and understanding the role that they play. Joe Budden, I don't know if he's been as vocal, but I know he feels some type of way. He feels more wrong than he did wrong against Charlamagne. I think he feels like what he said in response was very flagrant when he brought up the things that Charlamagne had going on in his past in response to feeling like he was played with, but he feels valid. But Charlamagne has been accountable, and Joe Budden's like, all right, I respect him for being accountable in the situation, especially at this time. This point in time, we both doing good. While continue hating on each other, and I fuck with that. We need these people that's at the top of the game to be trailblazers and just focus on put all your energy in finding out how to open these doors for us. All that beef shit, we don't need that to push the damn culture forward. Just figure out how to open these doors and keep that bitch open so we can walk through them. That's all we need y'all to be doing for us, man. So I appreciate the OGs being mature right now and realizing, what's at stake and figuring things out. Because what's going to happen if they become mutual again, all they're going to do is share information. And one thing about them, they don't gatekeep information. They come and go ahead and talk about what they learned, whether it's on their platforms or to people that they meet personally. All right, so shout out to them doing their thing. Now, on the sideline, we got these niggas over here. We got these salty ass niggas over here from Hot 97, but they ain't even from Hot 97 anymore. But we got Ebro and Rosenberg. And they were trying to discount the reason that Charlamagne was successful, all right?
Great timing for us.
No, it is. The whole thing is good timing for us.
Listen, there were things that Charlamagne was willing to do that I would have never done. Never. And that's how you get to those big bags.
Because I don't to have the people like the iHearts of the world want to hand you this much money.
But it's the same with Stephen A. Smith, though. When Disney wants to give you money like that, you got to do a dance I ain't willing to do.
You could have. I think you could have done it. I don't know if you would have gotten the Stephen A. 30 a year is a big one.
Who?
You.
No.
But I think you would if you had flipped it on and done the dance right, you could have got yourself a nice 10, 15. I think that's.
Oh yeah. But I can't do it.
Ebro, you should have been at Turning Point USA this weekend. This could have been you.
Nah, son, it crossed my mind.
You could have been lit.
Because imagine, if I start sitting down with the, give me a name.
Candace.
Oh.
Ben Shapiro.
Hey, come on.
Tucker Carlson.
Oh, come on.
I mean, you really go all the way to Nick Fuentes.
I mean, me and Nick would get it popping.
I mean, well, you guys could find some common ground. It's all about finding common ground.
What common ground will we find?
Listen, I'm sure you guys could find the same person you don't like here or there. Have yourself a little chit chat.
Well, apparently, me and Nick agree on Israel.
Now, after getting backlash for saying that, you try to walk this shit back by saying this right here. Repeat this real quick.
Time because Charlamagne the God has paved the way.
Oh,
that's right. He has paved the way. I saw some clips of us talking about Charlamagne's $200 million deal, and people were saying we were hating because I said, quote, I didn't do the same dance as he did. Mm-hmm. And I didn't intend it to be that way. I think if you're Charlamagne, you should be ecstatic. I think if you're a fan of Charlamagne, you should be celebrating. Like, I think if you're a podcaster, you should be ecstatic. I think there's so much positive from what Charlamagne and the iHeart deal has done. I don't know. What I was trying to articulate is basically I have a belief that when you are black in the United States and outspoken against what is seen as the norm, or outspoken, especially in this current climate, against Trump in the ways that I have been since, 2016 and beyond, or as overtly outspoken against white supremacy and unwilling to have conversations with people who propagate white supremacy, I won't even entertain it. There's nothing for us to find common ground on, but there are individuals who are willing to do that dance, and that is rewarded financially in our society. It always has been. Or people who are just willing to, at the wrong time, be critical of a black woman running for president of the United States.
Who's that one about? No, I know it's about Kamala, but I mean, is that Charlamagne?
Yes.
I thought he was all on board. I thought he was like a surrogate practically for.
After they were critical.
Oh, right.
Then they made him a surrogate.
Because I thought you were going to mention that
But by the way, you should be critical. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying the timing was bad.
Well, and I thought you were going to add that every time there was like a major Democrat moment on their show, it led to something horrifying for the candidate.
Oh, you mean like Hillary Clinton?
Yo, Hillary Clinton had the sauce in the bag. Disaster. Joe Biden.
But by the way, Joe Biden.
Joe Biden.
If you don't vote for me.
If you don't meet me, you hit black.
Yeah.
Disaster.
But also.
Kamala had the hip hop reference too. Don't forget, she confused when Tupac was alive. Disaster.
But also, that's good. It's good, but it's also just something that I wasn't willing to do. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he shouldn't be proud. I'm not saying people shouldn't celebrate. I'm not saying it's not great for podcasting and whatever you're doing as a creator. I'm not saying none of that. I just want people to pay attention to these things, because to get to the big bags, you got to do certain dances. That's all I'm saying.
Now, can I push?
This is why I said maybe the reason why Joe Budden and Charlamagne playing nice, because they both made it. They've seen their vision all the way through. They're doing great. They're doing amazing. These niggas, on the other hand, prehistoric, have no vision. They just want to be the company man, but they're not bringing anything creative and intuitive to the company. You feel me? When you getting fired, it has nothing to do with political shit. Charlamagne is going back and forth with the president of the United States. He's going back and forth with him. I don't even know if Trump knows you exist, bro. Just being 100% honest, I don't even know if Trump knows you exist. Trump took shots at Charlamagne. The Republicans used the Breakfast Club's interviews, like you guys says, to go ahead and shit on their political opponents. Trump used Charlamagne. He flipped his words or highlighted a point when he was, doing this thing as far as trying to call it fair down the aisle, this side wrong for this, that side wrong for that. They took something that Charlamagne said negative about the Democratic Party and used that shit as an ad, all right? So all I'm trying to say is they're actually on the fucking radar because they are a bigger platform. And they're a bigger platform because they're more entertaining. They are better at their jobs than you are. That's why you niggas are sitting right here. These niggas only go viral for one reason. Is when they align with the majority of folks hate. You feel me? What they say, a broke clock is right twice a day. These niggas hate so much that eventually they're gonna be in line with the culture. You feel me? So that's when they go viral, when they hating on the nigga that is cool. They hate at that point in time. They made cop fans over that time, but just as far as pure entertainment, if something going on, I'm gonna tell you right now, I have no interest in what Ebro's opinion on it, Rosenberg opinions on it. That's me personally. Now, you might, but based on what the numbers say, the majority of people don't. You feel me? And I'm gonna say that as a person that's very aware, knowing that my opinion isn't mattered as much right now. But I also don't have Hot 97 pushing me. Never had it. They did. I didn't have Apple Music pushing me. Never had it. They did. That tells you something, bro. And it's times, a lot of times, when I'm on my shit, you can compare the numbers, I even whip these niggas' ass. So it's like, come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all niggas not that good, bro. And I wouldn't talk shit about nobody if y'all wasn't hating on the next black man, kicking down doors, basically trying to say he cooning out here. When a nigga's being called out for just being honest and not trying to pull punches. You feel me? That's one thing that I don't like about the political scene, is that you can't be honest. You have to ride with your team. You can't say, I don't like that and I don't like this. You have to put punches for a side, because if not, if one person just sees just your one video and you happen to be honest about one side, now that's your entire persona, is that you feel this way about that side and you are a shell for that side. But if someone truly is honest about your content as far as viewing your shit, then they would know, nah, he just always tells us truth. That's one of the reasons why I probably would never do political content at this point in time in my life, because that's just so fucking annoying to me, having to make sure you explain to people thoroughly, yo, I'm going to be honest every single video without people trying to assume where you land, bro. I land on the side of my truth. I'm on my side, my nigga. But yeah, man, Ebro, that's some whole shit, bro. You're a grown ass man, bro. You need to move better than that. Set a better example for the young boys, the young dudes coming up in this game, dog. Stop all that hating shit, man. Get your money. Get your money, man. Be proud of this, man. But y'all gotta let me know what you gotta say in the comment section below. I'm going to get out of here though. This is another update with Stace. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, man. And turn on the noty bell as well so you never miss a thing. I'm out, man. Yo.